Hello and welcome to another episode by CDBTC. Today is Wednesday, May 25th, 2022. This is a follow-up video in reference to the Bitcoin price action. So last week, I talked about how we were basically trading inside a triangle pattern. The video was made on May 20th, 2022, and the Bitcoin price was at about this price level. And I was telling you guys that if you wanted to do short time trades, for people who have the time to be able to sit at their computers and babysit their trades, that this area would be nice for entries. And if you were able to get entries in this area, you would have been able to play a almost 6% move. And if you're using low leverage, like 3 or 5%, this 6% move could have translated into 18 or 30% if you're using 5x leverage. Then the Bitcoin price, as it approached this area, we got rejected. We got rejected at the 100 moving average for our MA. It was a hard rejection. And we basically came down to this area of support where you could have reloaded and played this move again for another 4%. So if you're using 3x leverage, this would have been a 12% gain. Or if you're using 5x leverage, it would have been a 20% gain. Last week, this was the area we were watching. This was the line. It was a little bit more inclined. We had touch points here, here, here. We were rejected here, and this is where we were watching. During the weekend, we came up to it, and we went over it. We retested, and it could have been a nice opportunity to go long. But as you can see, when we got to this area, we were being rejected, just as we were approaching this line. By this point, you could have erased this line, because look, we had touch points here, touch points here, touch points here, and we had this area that had become resistance. We had 1, 2, 3 rejections at this area. So we knew that this was the new line of resistance. So we erased the other one, and now we're trading within this triangle pattern. Okay, so as you can see, this triangle is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. We will definitely be breaking out by Friday. This Friday, okay? So we're just gonna have to keep watching it. We're gonna have to see if Bitcoin is able to continue holding this area as support, and we're gonna see if it's able to break this 100 moving average for our MA. If we break it to the upside, it's going to be very positive. We're gonna probably break up, test this area. On the retest, that is when you go long, okay? And on the other side, it's a little bit more complicated because we don't have to just break out of this area, this diagonal support line, but we actually have to go below this horizontal support, which is very, very strong. We've interacted with it many times on longer time frames. So this is what you should be watching on the lower time frames. Now let's move on to those interested in longer time frames for Bitcoin. And this is where we currently are at right now. As you can see, we are currently trading at $29,577, which basically is this very, very delicate area where we have tested and retested this area as resistance, as support, support. And we're currently been testing it as support during these past 2 weeks. What's important to note here is that the sellers have been losing their momentum. Okay, so they had a huge sell volume over here. The market was able to absorb it. The price went down to $25,689 on average in all the exchanges. But the bulls were able to push back the price up above this level. And right now we're holding 28,600 as the key support level. This is a level where we do not want any weekly closes below that level. So as long as we're above it, we should be fine, okay? But if we go below it, then you know what's next. We're probably gonna come down to $22,000 and test that level and see if it acts as support, if there's market demand. But that will probably only happen if there's something going on in the rest of the market, not just the Bitcoin market, but in general, like in the overall market stocks. If they're tanking, if the Fed does something crazy, that's what would trigger a sell-off in that direction. Regarding alts, let's take a look at alts. These are alts. Let's go here. Show this. Let's go to the alts. Okay, so with the alts, right now we're currently holding at a key support level. This is very similar to Bitcoin. As you can see, this area has acted as resistance and then support. This acted as support during the May crash in 2021, and we are testing it again right now once again. And basically, as you can see, during this week the price movement was very aggressive. Since then it's been losing momentum, so let's just keep our eyes on this level and hope that it holds. If it does break, then the alts on average are in for another 30% drop. But so far it's looking good. The RSI is leveling out. As you can see, we're almost at the lowest historical RSI level, so we're basically very oversold on the alts. The stock RSI is about to give us a cross. This doesn't mean that we're gonna go up. It just means that the momentum is switching over to the bulls. So that's regarding alts. But I have an alt I want to show you. This has one of the best charts out there right now. It's super clear. It's Tron, and we can see the diagonal resistance lines, and we can see the support here. So this is going to be a very interesting move. This is going to be a very interesting play if Tron is able to break out of this triangle. Tron has been holding on very well during this past few weeks. Most of the alts have been getting slaughtered, but Tron has been gaining versus them. And remember to follow me. Remember to follow me on Twitter, @CryptoAsset, because this is where I post some of my plays. So when did I first post about Tron? I saw it a little bit earlier, but I forgot to post about it. But let's see. Where is it? Tron. Here it is. So on May 19th, I posted this and I said, totally agree. It has the clearest chart out there, Tron, and this is the chart. So basically it was a 0.0732. Right now, Tron is at 0.083. And with a little leverage, you can get a little bit more bang for your buck. So Tron is up almost 16% up from that move. So if you're using 3x leverage, that's almost 48%. And if you're using 5x leverage, that would almost be like 85%. So pretty nice gains on that call. So just to close off, remember what we're watching here is these moving averages. Oh my gosh, there's a huge iguana on our window. So we just had an unexpected visitor. I'm going to leave a little clip at the end and show you what it was. Well, what I was saying is that we're gonna have to keep watching these moving averages. We're seeing how Bitcoin has been able to cross over the shorter term time frames, but we're not able to maintain them. And right now the 100 moving average for this 4 hour, which is a very key moving average, we're finally getting to retest it with a little bit more conviction. As you can see on this try, we were rejected very hard. On this try, we kind of got over it. We were rejected it, but it wasn't a hard rejection like this one. So I bet that before Friday, we're probably be going over it. And we're gonna have to be able to maintain it as support in order for the move to be confirmed. So that's what you have to keep your eyes on. Or the other scenario is we get another rejection off from here, but if that happened, we would probably go to the downside. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Everybody have a nice day.